Hey guys, so today I'm here with Ask Kirsten number 6. You guys really seem to be enjoying these Ask Kirsten videos, and I don't mind filming them. They're really fun for me to film so you guys can know a little bit more about me. So with all my past Ask Kirsten videos, the same goes. If you have a question for me or if you have a bunch of questions for me, leave them below as comments and I will probably answer all of them in the next Ask Kirsten. And this video is probably going to be so long because I keep getting a whole bunch of questions. So yeah, I just want to say that. I'm sorry if this video is really, really long. And then one thing I want to address before I start answering questions is that the reason you guys can't see Ask Kirsten 5 anymore is that I took it down because of copyright reasons, and that's why you couldn't see it on like mobile phones or iPods or anything like that. It was because I had copyrighted music in it. So if you had a question you asked me and I answered it in that one, just feel free to ask again if you didn't see, and I will probably answer it again because I feel bad that I had to take it down. So yeah, let's get started with the questions. The first question says, I don't know if you answered this already, but where do you work? I don't have a job as of right now. I'm actually not going to get a job until after I move. I plan on, like, as soon as we get there, like, even though the movers and stuff aren't going to bring our stuff for like another week before we get there, I plan on going to like every single place on base and applying for a job, and then if I don't get that in like the first week or whatever, I'm going to go out in town and apply everywhere because I really want a job. I specifically really want to work at the commissary. If you don't know what the commissary is, it's an on-base grocery store. I want to be a cashier because they get paid pretty decent money. So I don't have a job right now. I did have a job at one point. My first job was Andy's. If you don't know what Andy's is, because there's like no Andy's in the north, or at least in Ohio, it's Andy's like burger, shakes, and fries. It's kind of like fast food, but not really. It's like diner style food. And I worked there. I was a waitress and I made milkshakes and I cleaned and I did the cash register and all that. I worked there for 4 months and I don't work there anymore because the place closed down and turned into a sports bar. So yeah, but right now I don't have a job. The next question says, what are the posters behind you? And I'm assuming you're referring to these. These aren't actually posters. These are just like, and you can tell they're like ripped out from magazines. I usually get most of these pictures from 17 magazine, and I put them like all on this is my closet door in case you're curious. They're just rip outs and I have to take them down before we move, but I'll probably put them up in my new room. So that's what those are. The next question is, have you or did you ever have Bieber fever? No, not really. I mean, I don't hate Justin Bieber. I'm not one of those people that's like solely against hating him or like for hating him or whatever. I like his music. I think he's cool, but I don't have Bieber fever. I'm not like crazy about him the way I am about One Direction. So no, I don't have Bieber fever. And what is your favorite show? I have a lot of favorite TV shows. I like to watch TV online just because then I can watch it whenever I want. But on the actual like TV, I watch Cupcake Wars and I watch Teen Mom, which is like ridiculous because it's such a like stupid reality show, but I'm like completely suckered into it. And then on the computer, as of lately, I've been watching Gossip Girl. I just finished season 1 last night and I started season 2 last night as well. And I have to say, I get so emotionally attached to characters. Like, don't tell me what happens. I don't want to know what happens, but I hate that Dan and Serena aren't together right now. It seriously bothers me. I hate that Chuck and Blair aren't together, and I really wish Nate would just take his shirt off in every episode because he looks fabulous without his shirt on. So I just get too emotionally attached to characters, and whenever they like break up, I like cry. So yeah. The next question is, what are you planning to take up in college? I believe I answered this before, but I plan on dual majoring now. Since I visited OSU, I plan on dual majoring in education. I'm probably going to do the School of Teaching and Learning, and then I think I want to dual major in like history, like specific, so I can do like middle to high school teaching and I can like be specifically for history. And then I may or may not get a minor in psychology because the psychology building is perfect and I want to sit there every day because it's beautiful. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing, but I know for a fact I want to do education just because I don't know what it is about teaching, but I've always wanted to do it. I just never really thought, you know, hey, I should be a teacher. It was always like on the back burner for me, like, hey, maybe I'll get like a sub license and do like substituting. But now I really know that I want to be a teacher, so that's what I want to do. The next question asks, what kind of grades do you get? And this is kind of embarrassing for me. Like, I don't get bad grades whatsoever, but I used to get straight A's from like kindergarten to like, I want to say 7th grade, because 8th grade I slacked off a lot, and then my freshman year I like super slacked off, and sophomore year was no different. But last year was my junior year and I really like stepped it up. Like, slacked off for me isn't like F. Slacked off for me is like B's and maybe a C, but this year I brought it up. I got a lot of good grades. I'm one of those people, like, this is gonna sound awful, but I'm a procrastinator like most teenagers are, but I'm one of those people that if I really don't want to write a paper or I don't want to do a project, I'll go on to like GradeSpeed because that's where we can like see our grades online. and I'll calculate, like if I get a 0 for that project, I'll calculate my grade out, and if I still have like above a B-, I won't do the project. Like I'm like, whatever, I still have a good grade, I don't care. So I know that sounds awful, but like, I don't know, but I do get decent grades. I don't get like terrible grades at all. Like I try my hardest in school. I actually do enjoy like taking notes and going to school and stuff. Well, not waking up for school and going, but I did enjoy going to school when I went to the school that I previously went to. Now that I'm moving, I'm like not gonna enjoy it, I don't think. But yeah. Next question is, do you have a vlog channel? And yes, I do. I didn't write this comment, I swear. I do have a vlog channel. I've been doing Vlog Summer, which is follow me around vlogs every single day in the summer. So if you're not subscribed to my vlog channel, you should check it out because I have been working my butt off filming myself constantly. So I hope you guys, if you're subscribed, enjoy that. But if you're not, make sure to check it out because that would be really nice for me and I would really appreciate it. The next question is, why do you have 2 fake teeth? And if you guys don't know, I answered this in my last Ask Kirsten for those of you that couldn't see it. These 2 teeth, these 2 right here, not the front 2, but these 2 are fake. The reason I have 2 fake teeth put into my retainer is, 1, I didn't have a tooth here. Like, okay, I'm going to try to explain this the best way I can. When I was growing up, I guess, and when I had grown out, like, my adult teeth, I had, like, really buck teeth. Like, they were really spread apart, and they were just my 2 front teeth. So I had braces. Obviously it pushed the 2 together. I didn't have a tooth here ever, like I just didn't have an adult tooth that grew in there, but I did have a tooth here. But the reason I had to get surgery to get it out, I had surgery when I was in 7th grade, the day before Thanksgiving. I'll never forget because I couldn't eat and I was really mad. Anyway, so I had to get surgery. Like they cut through here, I have a little skull into my gums and pulled out a tooth because the way the tooth was coming in, it not only was going to come in sideways, but it was going to hit a nerve, and the nerve would have paralyzed this entire side of my face. So I had to get it cut out, so I just didn't have 2 teeth there. So that's why I have fake teeth right now. And if you guys don't know, I'm getting a surgery, I want to say probably shortly after I turn 18, to get teeth like implanted in me, and I'm really nervous because the first time I had mouth surgery I was like terrified, and now I'm still terrified. So that's why I have 2 fake teeth. And then somebody commented above that and said something about, does Brian care that you have missing teeth or 2 fake teeth? And Brian answered that he doesn't care, and he really doesn't. Like, it's not a problem. I don't think anybody really notices I do unless I point out that I'm wearing a retainer or I sit down to eat and have to take it out. So, yeah. The next question is, have you ever broken a bone? No, I've never broken a bone, and I'm pretty sure I've never like done anything to damage any of my bones. When I was in elementary school, I swore to myself that I sprained my ankle coming down the slide, but I was pretty dramatic as a kid, so I probably didn't. I probably just bruised it. But no, I've never broken a bone. Okay, the next comment says, I have 2 things. First of all, you sound like you have a northern accent. Did you grow up in North Carolina? I wonder because I'm from North Carolina and I have a very southern accent. No, I grew up in Ohio. I lived in Ohio until I was 11 years old. And I mean, I don't understand northern accent. Like, I understand southern accent because, like, you can tell when somebody's from the south. But I don't understand northern because, like, I understand, like, New York accents or Boston accents, but, like, I feel like I just talk regular. Like, I don't have a specific accent, but I feel like to other people I do. So, I don't know what a northern accent sounds like. I just talk the way I've always talked since I was little. So, yeah. And then the next question says, secondly, I've lived here my whole life, and I've always heard that 18 was the legal age for tattoos. Maybe it's changed, but my question was, did you get your tattoos here or in another state? I did get my tattoos in North Carolina. 18 is the legal age. 16 is like the legal age for consent in a lot of states, including like Ohio, where I'm from. But I had a family friend do them for me who told me when I turned 16 they would do it for me just because that is the legal age of consent or whatever in like most states. I like this question. It says, how are you going to deal with boys being interested in you when you move and not knowing you have a boyfriend? And then Brian had to put his 2 cents in and say, very good question. So I know a lot of people like tell me I'm pretty, and it's a nice self-esteem booster. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And like Brian's always telling me I'm getting hit on, but I never realize it. Like, I feel like for the past 2 years since me and Brian have been like talking and dating and whatnot, I've never been hit on. I've never been flirted with. I don't even remember what it feels like to be hit on, to be completely honest with you. So, I mean, first of all, I probably wouldn't even notice if somebody was subtly hitting on me. Like, I'd probably just like laugh it off and think that they were just like trying to be friendly. But if somebody was seriously interested in me and like really trying and like giving me their number and like really trying to get with me, I'm not too sure what I would do. I probably would just I'd have to say, you know, I have a boyfriend, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to sound mean about it. Like, I want to still be like a nice person to them, but I'm not going to be like, you know, you're retarded, I don't want to be with you. I'm going to have to tell them I have a boyfriend. I'm not going to like do the whole cheating thing. That's not for me. Long distance relationships are a little scary to me, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to deal with it. It's just gonna be a problem, and I hope it never happens because I'm not used to people hitting on me whatsoever. So, yeah. The next question says, would you ever go blonde? I had blonde hair. Actually, I think my natural hair color is light brown to dark blonde, and I do have pictures. I don't know where they are, but if I can find them, I will insert them now with no music because I'm like afraid of copyright. So I'll insert those now if I have them. If not, I'm sorry. The next question says, having so many divorces in your family, does it scare you about your marriage and your future? I've had a lot of divorces in my family. I've seen a lot of relationships fail in my family, and it really sucks to be like the little kid in the process or whatever. I'm not scared. It doesn't scare me about my marriage or my future because I think from experiencing all that and like seeing my dad with like girlfriends and a couple of wives and seeing my mom date with and like now have a stepdad or whatever, it like really kind of messed me up with like trust issues. Like I don't trust people very easily. It takes a lot of time for me to actually fully trust somebody, and then when I do, like, you have my trust 100%, but like then if you break it, then like it's over. I have a lot of trust issues, but it doesn't really scare me about marriage. I know for a fact that if I plan on getting married, I'm going to like sit down with that person and be like, hey, you know, I'm not going to divorce you. I don't care how many times we fight, I don't care how many times I punch you in the face, we're not gonna get a divorce. Like, it's not gonna happen. If you want to like think in the future that you're gonna get a divorce, you're not gonna marry me, because I want to have one marriage and one marriage only, and that's all I want in my life. This question says, just a quick question. You said you were going to visit your real father, so when exactly are you going to visit him? I actually got back from visiting him like a week ago. I went June 16th through the 26th, and I've been back for like a week now. So yeah. What models or actresses do you think are the prettiest? I have like an intense girl crush on Megan Fox. Always have, probably always will. I had a crush on her. I think I've mentioned this before since the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie with her. Always thought she was pretty. As far as her, I don't think there's anybody else. I mean, like Miley Cyrus, I have like the hugest crush on, and Blake Lively, and that's probably about it for like models or girls or actresses or whatever. The next question is, what traits do you like in a guy's appearance? I really like strong jawbones, like that super like rugged like GQ appearance. Like, I know there's no guy in the world that looks like a GQ model that would ever come like within 10 feet of me, but I really like that. I've always had a thing for hair, like really, I don't know. I think it's because when I went like through my middle school skater phase, I always loved guys with like long hair, and I still sort of do. I don't know, it's just, hair is so attractive to me. I guess maybe it's because of Harry Styles and I really like his hair, but hair is attractive to me, and I really like teeth. I have a thing for like being super duper clean and like brushing your teeth and like making sure you're like well taken care of. I love that. I love that a lot. And then the next question is, what are 3 things you like about yourself, and what are 3 things you dislike about yourself? I like this question. 3 things I like about myself are my eyes, because I always get compliments on my eyes. I have blue eyes. I don't wear contacts. It's just my eyes are my natural eyes. I love them. They're so easy for me to work with, like as far as makeup goes, and I really like them a lot. The second is my hair. I've been growing my hair out forever, and I'm finally completely happy with it. I'm debating growing my bangs out because they're just coming to be a hassle, but I love my hair. And I guess I'll do personality as the third thing. The third thing I like about myself as far as personality goes is I don't know. I guess the way I talk, even though that's not really personality, that's still sort of physical. I'm not sure. I like the way I talk. I don't talk like so fast you can't understand what I'm saying, but I don't talk so slow that it's like dragging on. Like, I don't talk slow like Harry Styles slow. I know I like totally talk about him all the time, but whatever. So that's the 3 things I like about myself. The 3 things I dislike about myself, one would be not the fact that I'm so skinny, but the fact that I can't get any meat on my arms. They're so tiny, and on my calves. Like, I don't want to be like big, but like, I'm just saying, like, I don't think I mean, I know I'm skinny. Okay, this is gonna sound so bad. I know I'm skinny, but I want a little bit more meat on my arms. Like, they're sticks, and they just bother me. So that's the one thing I don't like about myself as far as physical appearance. The next thing would probably be my teeth. Yeah, my teeth. I guess I dislike them. I don't know. It's just a hassle to have to take your retainer out. I know I said that before, but that's just one thing I dislike. And then as far as personality goes, for the third thing I dislike that I have so bad anxiety. Like, I have like social anxiety. I have Tumblr anxiety. Like, if I follow too many people on Tumblr, I start freaking out. But I have anxiety, and I hate it, and it bothers me. So yeah. Next question is, how long have you and your boyfriend been together? I feel like I answer this in every Ask Kirsten, but this one doesn't bother me. Like, this is one of the questions that doesn't bother me if I answer it all the time, because each time I do an Ask Kirsten video, it's been like a longer period of time. And as of right now, Brian and I have been together, what's today, July something? I don't know, Brian and I have been together, next week will be 21 months, so 1 year and 9 months, which is a long time, but I enjoy it, almost 2 years. It's the longest relationship we've both ever been in, and it's incredible. So, well, 21 months, that's what I almost forgot. Oh my gosh. What's your favorite app, and what is your least favorite app, and why? My favorite app, I guess as far as social networking goes, I love Instagram, like more than anything in the entire world. And then as far as games go, there's this one game called Flow. I'm not too sure. It was one of the top 25, and I just downloaded it because I like it, or because I thought I would like it, and I started playing it, and you have to like connect the colors, and like it's really like challenging for your brain, but I really like that. And then my least favorite would be the Facebook app. I hate the Facebook app. Like, it's so annoying. It takes forever to load. Like, I don't even know why I haven't deleted it yet. Like, it's so annoying. I never get on it because it drives me crazy. I would much rather be on Facebook on the computer. It just, hate the Facebook app. Do you have One Direction's album? If so, your favorite songs from it? I do not have One Direction's album. This is my excuse / theory behind CDs. I don't want to buy any CDs until I get a car and I can get the cool little CD flap that goes on like the little mirror thing, because CDs to me are a hassle, because I wouldn't really listen to them unless it was on my computer, because I don't have a CD player. Like, I threw away my CD player from like the 90s, so that's why I don't have it, but I have heard the album. My favorite song from it is Moments. That's probably one of the most emotional songs that I've heard them sing, and it's just that one, and like I wish they would put Torn on there, but yeah, I love Moments. It's one of my favorite songs that they've done. Do you have a Facebook? What social networkings do you use? Just wondering. I did mention I do have a Facebook, but I don't add people that I don't personally know. I have friends and family on there, and I like it that way because I'm able to communicate with family that doesn't necessarily live like right down the road like they used to. So it's just, I do have a Facebook, but it's just like personal, so I don't add anybody I don't know, sorry. But other social networkings, I have Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and YouTube. So I'll link all of those down below. Obviously not YouTube because you're on it. So yeah, those are always linked below in case you're curious. Do you watch One Tree Hill? Because they filmed it in Wilmington, I believe. Yes, they do film One Tree Hill, or they have filmed One Tree Hill in Wilmington, which is an hour from me. Currently, they're filming Iron Man 3 in Wilmington. It's a big, like, movie hub on the East Coast, which is pretty exciting. But, no, I don't watch One Tree Hill. I watched it one time, and I'm going to give you a story time. So, when I was in 8th grade, Angels and Airwaves came to the air station to put on a free show for anyone on base. So, I went with a bunch of friends, and we went to see the Angels and Airwaves show, and the One Tree Hill cast and crew, I guess, were there to film like a little segment, including Angels and Airwaves and one of their cast members singing. I'm not too sure. So as an audience, we had to they had like 2 or 3 takes they had to do while they were on stage. So as an audience, we had to like clap when they asked us to, and like cheer and stuff when they asked us to. And I watched the episode just because I wanted to see if I was on it, but I wasn't. Like, obviously I didn't see myself, otherwise I would have been like bragging about that for the rest of my life. But I wasn't on it, but I did see a friend of mine that was on it, which is pretty cool. So that's the one and only time I've ever seen One Tree Hill. I just didn't really get into it, so sorry guys. I hope this isn't too personal, and I hope you don't mind me asking, but what does Brian think of your tattoos, and are you planning on getting any more? Also, what size are you stopping at for stretching? I stopped at a 00, and that's it. I like it like this. It's small, it's girly, I think, and I like it a lot. Brian likes my tattoos. I don't really talk about my tattoos with Brian, and he just likes them. He went with me to get my thigh done, and he held my hand and he laughed the whole time because I was laughing too. But I don't think he cares, and I do plan on getting more, but I'm not too sure what yet. I have like an idea of what I want, but I'm not like positive. And I can't get like crazy and like get tattoos up in here and like on my whatever, just because I'm going to be like a teacher and that would just be retarded. So yeah. You and Brian going to see each other when you move? He just got an iPad, so FaceTime, Skype, and phone calls and all that cool stuff. But we do plan on seeing each other. I'm not too sure how. I do want to come back down here for homecoming, as well as have him come up to Virginia for my homecoming. Same with prom and graduation and all that. I'm assuming we're probably going to see each other like 3 times after I move. But if you take into account that I'm only going to be gone for like a year, so not that bad, I guess. What was your freshman year like? I don't know. Freshman year wasn't the best for me. My best friends had just moved, like the summer before, so I was pretty lonely, and I did a lot of stuff that I completely like regret. Like, I had a lot of fun. Like, I'm just gonna say that. I had a lot of fun. I hung out with a lot of seniors. I had a lot of fun, but I did a few things that I I don't think were smart of me to do. Like, I didn't do anything crazy, like, don't, like, think I'm crazy, but I just regret a few things. I regret that I didn't put too much time into my schoolwork. I regret not getting to know my what would have been my freshman class at the time, and I regret turning down Brian in biology the first day of school. So yeah, I like living on a military base, and do you have to go to school there? Most military bases, as far as like people have told me, don't have schools on them. The one I like live on right now, as of currently, did have a school. It's not like a military school where you have to wear like a uniform or anything. It's just like a regular public school, except for it's like, I don't know, better, I guess, because it's nicer, I guess. You get to know your teachers personally because there's not that many kids there. And it's just, I really like living on a military base. But the place I'm moving to now is an army base, and they don't have a school on base, so I have to go out in town to a public school. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see how that happens. And living on a military base is pretty much, I think I answered this before, it's basically like the same as living out in town. You just go through a gate to get to your housing, and I don't know, it's normal, I guess. I'm used to it. I don't know. What's your favorite song? As of right now, it's Where Have You Been by Rihanna. It usually changes like every time a new song comes out that I like. So that's my favorite song right now. What do you use to edit your videos? I always put that in the description as well, and it's Sony Vegas. How did you convince your parents to let you start making videos? Funny thing is, I didn't tell my parents that I was making YouTube videos until I hit 5,000 subscribers. I was just nervous about it. Like, I would never film when they were home, and like, it was weird. That was when like my mom worked, so I mean it was easy for me to do that. But when I told them, my mom was like, okay, and I guess my dad had already known, so, or had known or something. So they don't really care now. I don't think they understand the beauty portion of this. I think they just think I put my makeup on for the camera and that's about it. But I mean, they don't mind that I film videos. I think they like it actually, so it gives me something to do. So yeah. Confused. If you have 2 fake teeth in your retainer, how do you eat? Because don't you have to take your retainer out to eat? Yes, I do take my retainer out to eat. The teeth just come with it. The teeth are in the retainer, so yeah. Let's ask Kirsten number 6. I hope you guys enjoy, and make sure to ask me any questions you want in the comment section, but I have a question for you really quickly. I hope this video isn't too long, but I've been thinking lately about starting like a beauty-based blog, like how most people do, like Makeup by Tiffany D, X Sparkage, Amarique's, and so on and so forth. I could do nail posts. When I do like a haul, I could like put pictures and stuff on there. I could do reviews, I could do swatches, I could do basically anything. So if you guys think that's a good idea, let me know, as well as let me know if you would prefer me make it through Blogspot or Tumblr. I'm like kind of leaning towards Tumblr because I know Tumblr a lot better. So let me know what you think. Ask me any questions you like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!